Hi guys, so I was thinking about shooting this video earlier today, and I was really really thinking a lot about it, like yeah, and making something big out of it into my head. So it was like, okay, because earlier today it was a lot of sun outside, and I was thinking about heading out into this beautiful forest that you can see outside here in my window, and sit there and shoot the video there, because apparently that was gonna make it really good, right? But what happened, I started doing household chores instead, in the kitchen, and all of a sudden I got really tired and fell asleep on the sofa. And what happened is that I woke up, logged into Facebook on my phone, and my brother sends me a message over Facebook like, "What's up? What you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, nothing. Just woke up, really tired. How about you?" And he's like, "Nothing much, but I really want to do something, but don't know what." And that got my head spinning really fast. And I started reflecting upon my thoughts, and just it felt like I was just witnessing that train of thought and was just observing whatever came through my head without directing anything. And I told him about that I've gotten this challenge for 365 videos a year thingy, and I was like, started typing down why I didn't do it, because essentially I've been thinking about shooting video blogs and videos like this for years actually, but I've never done it. And I find that really interesting, because why is it that we often find ourselves in moments with genuine inspired thought taking form in our minds, and we feel like, yeah, like this is something I really want to do, and I feel really engaged, and this makes sense for me, and you just get that. More than the thought itself, it's the feeling that tells you that whatever you want to do right there, it's like that's pure inspiration and pure wisdom actually as well. You have to throw that in there. But somehow we cover up that initial spark of inspiration. We cover it up with a lot of thoughts. Like, for instance, me, earlier today I wanted to shoot this video, and I was at the kitchen washing up the dishes because our washing machine broke down a couple of days ago, so I had to wash everything by hand. And I was going through thoughts in my head about how I was going to do the video instead of shooting the video, right? So I got caught up in my inspired thought, and I started thinking about it so much that I made a big deal out of it. I made something out of nothing. And what happened is that I started thinking like, yeah, do it in the woods, put up the tripod with your phone, and find the right angle with the right light, and it's going to be so great, you know? Well, it didn't happen. I made an innocent, inspired thought that I really wanted to do into something enormous, like a monstrosity that I couldn't handle. And for me, that's fascinating. Well, for me, it's like, why do we do that at all? Why do people neglect on doing what they want to do? And I'm not talking about like, yeah, I want to do this because of that. No, I'm talking about those moments when you're like, when when you hear about an idea, or you hear about, like, for instance, this challenge, something inside you resonates, meaning that it resonates with you, and it makes sense for you somehow, and you somehow just know that this is something that you genuinely want to do. Why do we not do it then? And for me, what it looks like is that we what it looks like for me is that we end up doing this thing that most people do, but some don't. It's like we cover it up with contaminated thinking. So that's all the thoughts that are taking form after the inspired thought takes form. So it's like a battle inside our minds between the inspired thoughts and the contaminated thinking. And while the inspired thought truly has meaning, because we can feel the meaning of it, we can feel that it's something that means something to me, it's something that feels important. The contaminated thinking never feels that way. It always ends up with you not doing what you want to do. But here's the thing that I realized while typing this, because I was typing this down to my brother, telling him about, because he asked me what I did after I woke up, and I was really groggy and in a philosophical mood, and I was talking about this, and it just hit me that that's what it is. It's just contaminated thinking, and you don't have to buy into it. It's like, why do so many people of us do it? Because it's normal. It's normal for us to try to protect ourselves from something that is scary, but we don't see that it's us that is making it scary with our contaminated thinking, with our thoughts, that gets in the way of the inspired action that we want to take. It's only us. It has nothing to do with this. Oh my god, look at this forest right here. I just love it. Waking up and looking out of this when the sun hits the treetops, it's beautiful. But you see, this thing that occurs, that makes us not want to not do whatever we want to do, it's ourselves. And it's innocent, and it's normal, and most people do it. The only thing is that somehow we give it more meaning than it has. And I think I just want to end this video with that. It's like, if you feel inspired to take action, with whatever it is that you want to do, if it's starting starting with shooting a video like this, like it is for me, or it involves going to the gym, and it feels right, but you just can't do it because of that contaminated thinking. What would other people do? Who cares what other people will say other than you? And because they don't care. Seriously, nobody cares. People are too stuck up thinking about themselves to even notice other people these days. It seems like that. So it's like, get over yourself. If you want to go to a ballet class, you can do it. If you want to start working out because it makes sense for you, and you see that it's something that's important for you, go do it. Whatever it may be, it doesn't matter what it is. If you want to take up drawing classes, want to start painting, do you want to start riding a motorcycle because that's your inspired dream to do, and you just don't do it? Well, you shouldn't take that contaminated thinking so serious, because the only thing that is happening is that you end up not doing what you want to do. That's not really fair. So that's number one. I'm not sure that I'm gonna do all 365 days though, but one out of 365 is really fucking good, I think. So, yup. Peace out.